Well, hey y'all, it's Amy here for some tarot. The last time I came to y'all with tarot cards in hand, I was getting sick. Now I'm getting over being sick. And if you saw my reading, or not my readings, my little videos I posted in the meantime, I survived. It was great. It was a terrible experience. But you know what? It is what it is. And what was interesting to me, this will be tarot, I swear. What was interesting to me, I've always dealt with bad seasonal allergies, like my entire life. And that was my first really bad episode in a long time. Like, I have not gone through an allergy episode that severe in a minute. And I think it's really interesting because my allergies, I have found over time, are not tied to pollen and whatnot. They're tied to pressure systems, to weather systems. Hi, I'm also a meteorologist. But like, the joke in my family and at my office is that I am the human barometer. I can track cold front passages over my office because I'll have sneezing fits. Anyway, that felt, I don't know, that felt relevant. Queen of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Don't you dare lower your voice for anyone. Know who you are. Know what you're about. Like, trust what you know about yourself. Okay? Trust what you know, because what I was coming back to that 1, 2, 3 on the timer when I looked at it, that allergy attack. Okay, y'all remember what, like a week ago, a few days ago? Time is meaningless to me at the moment. Like late last week, there was that cold front, or that stationary front, that stretched across like the Ohio and mid-Mississippi valleys and just dumped a ton of rain. And then Saturday, it finally started moving. That's when I woke up with a stuffy nose and postnasal drip and a sore throat a little bit. It didn't really affect me on Saturday because it was moving toward me at that point. But Sunday, it really started to amp up, and that's when it actually passed over my area, and kind of lingered in the area. We got torrential rainfall. Like, even we didn't expect the rainfall that we saw from it in my office. It was wild. And then Monday, it really set in, the like post effects of it. And then Tuesday and Wednesday, I was in the bed. And today, I finally felt well enough to go back to work. This is a long intro. This is going to be, I don't know. So yeah, when you know something about yourself and you've been able to prove it over time and test it over time, this is something I've been dealing with my entire life. And so, of course, I'm a weather witch. Of course, that's what happens. Of course, that's the path we're led down. You're here where you are. You are in the season of life you're in for a reason. What you know to be true about yourself is true because you've witnessed it over time. Also, okay, into the reading. Whatever, yeah, I'll mention that later if it comes up. So, what do you, my lovely viewer, on the other side of the electric rectangle need to hear? It was 3:13 on the timer whenever I looked up a moment ago and started this. We have justice. Stick to your truth and everything will turn out just fine. Stick to your truth. What do you know to be true about yourself? What have you, not categorically, what have you, what's the word? There's a word I'm looking for. I'll come up with it. But what do you know factually about yourself that you've tested over time and you can stand 10 toes on? Can't nobody tell me that I am not a human barometer. I have lived too much of my life and experienced too much sinusly to know otherwise. We also have the Four of Wands. Family is whoever makes you feel the most safe and comfortable being you. So I think this reading is about, like, not forcing yourself to stay in, well, just use the word communities, where you're not accepted and where you're not, accepted, where you're not believed. Don't force yourself to stay in these boxes that belittle you and demean you and minimize you. That's not where you're meant to be. There are communities out there, and I'm using that term for, like, work you're doing in your community, friend groups, family, blood family versus found family, and all in between, like polycules. We'll go with that too. Like anywhere you can think of that would form a community around you, a community of people that you are involved in. Okay, don't force yourself to stay in a box. And okay, for poly folks, if you are in a polycule and you feel like you don't fit in the cule, like garden party and all that isn't necessary. You don't have to. You know, what's the term? Not kitchen table, not garden party, but the other one where you just like casual, you know, maybe say hey at the grocery store, but you're not like up in each other's business. Like that's okay. That's okay. And this is really just about finding the community that makes you feel safe and accepted and seen. Yeah. I looked at the word see right as that word came to my head, and that's I don't know. That's funny. But yeah, this places and spaces that accept you for you in your most you-ness. Yeah, you at your truest self. The version of you that you know yourself to be. The people that can accept that version of you, those are your people, okay? All right, so why are we talking about this? Also, if you saw, my child has my tripod in the living room. I didn't feel like going to get it. If you saw what you were set up on right now, you'd probably laugh. What is this? 0, the Cozy Witch. Take a chance, for each morning is a new beginning. So, okay, it may be that, like, sure, stepping out into new communal spaces is scary. Making new friends is scary. Joining new initiatives is scary. But, you know, you can do scary things. You're capable of doing scary things. You've been doing them your whole life. You know, taking that first step, getting on the bike for the first time, taking that one math test that, you know, in the end turned out fine. Like, y'all, one of my last tests before I graduated college, I was like, I am a failure. I am awful. I am terrible. I had a whole breakdown with one of my instructors. I made an A in the class. I did fine on that test, you know? It's like you've done plenty of scary things throughout your life. This is just another one of those scary things. But it's something that ultimately lines you up for something great. Potentially, you know, you may take you a few times, like trying on different things, but the trying on of different communities also helps you figure out what you really need in a community and what you value in a community. So, for some of you, you already have budding connections that may be the right path, or it at least may be one of those communities that's like a try on where you're like, okay, let me like step into this and see how it feels and see, you know, how it meets my needs and how I can meet its needs. And like, maybe it won't fit, and that's fine, but you tried it on and you learned something. Okay. 8:09 on the timer. Sure. That's what you needed to know. I don't know. I just work here. I'm supposed to be asleep. It's 2:12 a.m. For some of you, you have a really lovely romantic connection budding. That's sweet. I love that for you, babe. What else needs to be said here? Don't force yourself into boxes where you don't fit and where you are not valued. Don't give them the privilege of knowing you when they can't see that it is a privilege to know you. Because you know what you got cooking. You know what you're about. You know what you got going on. You know you're great. If they can't see that, that's on them. That's their problem. 2 of Cups. Some people are like the pumpkin to your spice. What'd I tell you? You have some really lovely individuals that are going to be in your life. Some of them may already be in your life that reflect back to you how lovely you are, and you do the same for them. The people that are meant to be in your life, okay? So, true success isn't just about money, it's about happiness too. King of Pentacles on the back of the deck. Find the people that help you feel seen and loved and valued. Okay, bye. I love you.